little sugar boogers, welcome back to the channel for a brand new mod review. Today, you guys, we are going to be checking out Miss Kawaii Stacy's Homeschool mod. So basically, this mod allows your child and teen Sims to go to school online. They will be able to build skills, character values, relationships, and most importantly, their future. The best part of this mod is that you'll be able to control what your Sims do with their time. Make sure that you read the how to set up and gameplay information sections. Thank you at It's Me Troy for sharing your ideas. So this is going to require the base game, also MC Command Center or no auto join school mod, which you can also download just in case you don't want to add MC Command Center to your game. Important, I have not tested this mod without MC Command Center, but of course it does work without it since it's just a career mod. If you use this mod without MC Command Center, then you will have to find your own way to get your Sims into homeschool. This mod may work with doing so, and then it gives you a link to show you how you could use it if you don't want to add MC Command Center. But my suggestion is just to make your life a hell of a lot easier, just put it in your game. How to set up this mod. Step 1. Before you can let any of your Sims start homeschool, you will need to do one simple step. Using MC Command Center, you will need to enable quit school for teens and children. You will have to restart the game. She also provides you guys with a link on how you can do this without having to open up your game at all. This allows your children and teen Sims to leave the typical public school. Step number 2. Now that you've enabled child and teen quit school using the MC Command Center, you will have to use the phone and tell your child and teen Sim to find a job. Step number 3. Before you can become an actual homeschool student, you need to go fill out the paperwork. Your Sim will do it on their own in the application process. This process only takes one visit. However, if you want to skip the application process, just simply use the MC Command Center to promote your Sim. Step 4. After you fill out the paperwork, you will finally become a student. All you have to do is select the branch and you're good to go. So it appears here that these options will obviously work for grade school students and high school students, and it says, note, you will not see both of these branches in your game. You will only see one depending on the age of your Sim. Step 5. This is the very last step. Go into build buy mode and buy an education online PC for your Sims. Note, you should have 3 options to choose from, which aren't pictured above. If you have city living, you should have 4 options. Gameplay information. Students are expected to study, do classwork, and pass their exams weekly. The idea is to have them complete all of the tasks before exam day so that they can go up a grade level. Everything that they need to do will be done on the computer. You can still use the Explorer mod or the Slice of Life mod to help the students. When the student reaches grade B or grade A, they will get the connection straight and will only have to take exams once a week instead of 2 times a week. So the computer options for the education PC are you can study different subjects, you can do classwork, you can actually hire a study helper, study all subjects at once for 80 simoleons, or you can get a classwork helper and it says does classwork faster. Student helper bundle for 150 simoleons, do classwork and study all subjects. Do classwork with a classmate. You can also study with a classmate, flirt with a classmate, chat with classmates. This option is anonymous, so Sims will do this on their own and you won't be able to select this as an option. And you can also meet classmates. It looks like students will have to study 10 hours per week. Students will have to do classwork. They will also have to build skills. Students poor grades will, the students with poor grades will have to take exams twice a week. I added this because some players use the game with shorter lifespans, so you'll have 2 chances a week to get the grades that you like. Students with good grades will only have to take exams once a week. Very cool. Alright, so how to cheat, get stuff done faster. You can use the Homework Helper app from the Slice of Life mod to get classwork done. You can also use the homework book from public schools to get classwork done. You can use the helper services to get things done faster. Do classwork with a classmate will actually help with your studies getting done a little bit faster as well. You can send them to study using the Explore mod to get classwork done. And you can also promote them with a promotion option in MC Command Center to skip up to the grades that you like as well, which I kind of feel like defeats this entire mod as a whole, but of course you do you boo. It's totally fine if that's what you would like to do. And then it says how to make any computer homeschool compatible. I mean, if you wanted to, you can read on that. I personally am not bothered. And down below, she just says, hope you guys enjoyed this mod, and she also tells you on how you can download it if you need a little bit of help with that as well. So all of this information will be linked down in the description, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump in game. All right, so here we are with the Dobson family yet again, and we are also playing in my Craftsman starter. You can get both of these items off the gallery at Gen 2606, and this is just kind of what it looks like on the outside. If you saw my last mod review here on the channel, then I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the house and the family. I really like this family. They're super freaking duper cute. They're absolutely adorable. Anyway, the first thing that we are going to have to do is to make sure that we can actually have Haley quit school or quit public school. So you're going to need like a regular old computer for this. You don't want to put down the educational PC right away because I noticed, now I'm not sure if it was because she wasn't enrolled in school yet, but for whatever reason, I could not interact with that PC whatsoever. So we're going to go into MC Command Center, and then we're going to hit MC Career. We're going to make sure that this is enabled. Now, it's not going to ask you to restart your game, so I'm not really sure what the purpose would be to play with it, like, you know, outside of the game, you know, with the whole coding thing. It's a lot easier for me and probably for you just to go in and click the computer and do what we just did, but just make sure it's enabled, and once it is, you can go ahead and hit the X, and next you will need to grab yourself an educational PC, because like I said, you will not be able to do your schoolwork on the PC or any PC that comes directly from the game. So we're going to go ahead and sell this, and then we are going to purchase another one. Something I also did notice is it replaced my city living PC, which was kind of weird. I'm like, am I not going to be able to use this anymore? That would be a freaking total downfall, but I'm going to grab this one just for the sake of the review. And now that we have that, the next step would be to get Haley enrolled in homeschool. So we're gonna go and click the phone. We're gonna hit find a job. It's gonna pull up at like as after school activities, but don't worry, it's fine. It's still gonna work as it should. Okay, so select an after school activity for Haley. Remember, this is going to replace the fact that your sim is currently in public school. So it says education online. Making the decision to take control of your child's education can seem overwhelming. More and more families are making the decision to homeschool. Your child will be provided with the best education resources online. The students will have to take a test every Friday at their local public school just to make sure that they are learning correctly at home. So the hours are going to be 7 a.m. through 11 a.m. and then they are going to go to school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with the remainder of the week off. Now, obviously, this is school, so your Sims aren't going to be paid. So, as you could have your Sims go and fill out the application process or fill out all the paperwork or whatever it is, and then they would basically resume school the following day because she won't be going to fill out the paperwork until Monday. That to me seems a little unnecessary. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. If it's online school, it kind of feels like you would be doing. I guess maybe you do have to go to the school. Anyway, either way, long story short, we are not going to be doing that. I'm actually going to go and kind of career boost her so that when Monday rolls around, we can start working on our studies. So we're going to go through the MC Command Center yet again, hit the, hold on a second, MC cheats, then in career cheats, we can actually promote her. And once we've promoted her, the only option that will pop up for Haley is obviously grade school because she is indeed a grade school student. So this student is now a homeschooled student. All work will be done online. So they immediately start off at grade D, and her hours did change a little bit. And it looks like she only goes to school Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm a little confused right now. Okay, so it looks like we've been promoted to grade C student. However, we are still grade D according to this. And then over here, looks like she's still also enrolled in public school. So I'm wondering, does this ever go away by any chance? Or does it just stay here and then the game like disregards it? I don't know what is gonna happen. Or maybe I did something wrong because, like, let's be real, it wouldn't be the first time that has happened. Anyway, the next thing that we do need to do is we actually have to go and I think replace. No, wait, no, we can use it now. Okay, we already replaced it, right? We did. Yeah, we bought a new computer. I'm ahead of the game. Look at that. Like, for once in my life, I'm actually on top of ish. So now that we are enrolled, Haley can come over to the computer, the special education computer, and she will get a brand new pie menu labeled school. Now, I'm curious, can the adults use this computer? No. So in my personal opinion, that's a little bit of a downfall, especially if this mod does override the city living computer. If you love that computer, you probably probably won't be able to use it if the mod is installed. Big dish of poopy Potter, if you ask me, because like that kind of just sucks. Like all the other ones, it was just like an addition, but this one got replaced. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so yeah, adults can't use the computer. It's only for students. The options available on the computer are now we can study health and fitness, culture, business, art. We can also do our classwork. We can purchase a student helper bundle, a classwork helper, and then we can also meet our classmates as well as study science, musical arts, and also purchase a study helper too. Now, I think what we're going to do first and foremost is we are going to meet our classmates. So what this is going to do is it is going to pop up all of the children, I believe, in the world. So I'm going to have little Haley come over here and introduce herself to Pierce Delgado, which is really cute. I love that this is a way that your Sims can also socialize with the children around them, because I feel like a lot of my Sim children growing up, they don't have a lot of friends. I don't know why, but it's like so freaking hard for kids to meet other kids. Maybe it's because I think my children are more of like homebodies. You know, even when they go to school, they really just don't get that opportunity. So here she is meeting her new found friend, and he appears in her little window. I did kind of notice a little red sliver there, so maybe they aren't off to the greatest start. But it's cool for them to, you know, have friends online that they can actually interact with and build relationships with in the future. So cool. All right, awesome. Now that we've done that, I think we are going to have her do some classwork. And I did notice that we can chat with Pierce Delgado, or it's Delgado, but I call him Delgado. I don't know, whatever, who cares? I think I'm going to have her go and maybe study, let's study a little business. So I want to see if there's anything that we need to do in particular. It just says study subjects for exams. Use the education online PC to study. So I'm assuming we can choose what it is that we want to study, but we just have to study 10 times for our exams. And we also need to do our classwork. So I'm going to have Haley stop chatting chat in the kids chat room. Oh my God, that is so cute. I love that. It kind of like gives me like major like throwback to the AOL days. And then you were like, just depending on your age, there was like the little chat rooms, you know, like this age to this age. And then I think there was like some sort of like Nickelodeon chat room. I don't know. I'm going way back in the archives, y'all, but I just remember like kids chat rooms and hating the fact that I was in them. And sometimes, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I would sneak into the adult chat rooms. I learned a lot of things that I wish I didn't there. Let me tell you. I know, judge me. It's okay. I've come a long way from those days. All right, so let me see if she has finished her little study. It just says study business, so it might take a few minutes. It doesn't look like it kind of goes through as it would if you were like doing your homework. You know how you have like the little green circle. It doesn't show like when it's up. However, I am noticing she is earning conflict resolution. She is learning, what else is she learning? She is learning her manners, her responsibility. I mean, she's just chowing down on this information. It is helping her in all the ways, which is really cool. I wonder if each one does different things. You know how she's studying business and it affects these 3 character values. I wonder if maybe her studying a different topic, like let's study musical arts or maybe culture, if that would affect the emotional control and the empathy. That's actually really cool and super duper helpful. So it says Haley has reached level 1 of the vampire lore skill. I am actually very, very impressed with this so far because her skills are just piling up, you guys, and I'm barely flexing a damn muscle. So what I'm going to do is I am going to have her kind of like study all 10 of her exams, or I'll study all 10 of her subjects for the exams. I'm also going to have her do her classwork, which we can perform on the computer. And then when I'm done with that, she does have school on Tuesday, so I'm probably going to have to like, you know, propel the game a little bit in the future. But I'm really impressed. Like I said, this is super duper cool. Like, I don't even know if this is gonna affect the whole grade school thing, but just being able to do this on the side is such an efficient way to build up your Sims skills, because I feel like I personally don't really get my children too advanced in the world because it just takes so much effort and you have to do so many different things and it's kind of hard to do it. And I feel like just even maybe homeschooling them for a hot minute might actually help. They just seem to learn a lot more faster this way. Quick change of plans. We are now in the Goth household because in the Dobson household, something went really, really wrong. I almost knew instantly when Haley was enrolled both in homeschool and public school that something was up because that shouldn't have happened. In fact, when you enroll in the homeschool option, it should immediately ask if you want to quit the public option, and it didn't. It actually just tacked it on as an after-school activity. So even though MC Command Center doesn't necessarily imply that you need to restart the game when you switch enabled and disabled for, kids being able to quit the public school, I highly suggest that you do because I feel like that might have contributed to what happened next. Anyways, I lost all progress. I even saved the game before I tried to get her to disenroll from public school, and it didn't matter. Even though the game was saved, it still showed up as she was only in public school. She wasn't in homeschool. And then when I tried to re-enroll in homeschool, it said that it let her do it, but it didn't. And then I was getting script errors like out the yaya. You know when it like flashes like super duper freaking violently? It was just craziness. So I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Because I really like this mod, you guys, but I was just having a little bit of an issue. So what I think it was is because I didn't restart the game and I didn't have Haley quit public school before. If there's any way that you can do that, I highly suggest that you do. Just try to make sure that your sim isn't enrolled in anything before they start the homeschool option, or just make sure that it allows your sim to quit public school before you do that. Because if your sim is in both public school and homeschool, that is going to be a serious freaking issue, because all of the progress that you're going to make, it's not going to matter, because then your sim's going to get flagged that they're not going to actual school and the principal is going to call. It was a mess. It was a literal freaking mess. So something I also noticed when I was doing the classwork, I think that is what Kwai means by the whole 10 hours thing, because whenever I was doing the classwork on the computer, it felt like freaking forever. Haley was not making any progress. I mean, she was, but it took a very long time. So having the classwork helper work with her online for 50 simoleons, it definitely helped things pass by. So here we are with Mr. What the hold on. We got a little threat report going on. Bella's got a big report on the new emerging threat due tomorrow at work, but she's swamped. She could either secretly ask for help from another researcher or work all night to get it done. You know what? She seems a little prideful, so she's probably going to work all night. So anyways, I always forget his name here, and I don't know why, because he's super duper cute. But Alex, he's actually going to go to school to take his exams. Basically, I got him all up to par, picking up where Haley left off before everything went wrong. Okay, so Alex just came back from taking his exams, and it looks like he did a fantastic job. In fact, he is now at grade level C. He will be going back to school to take his exams again on Friday, so that gives us 2 whole days to level up yet again. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this review here, just because I feel like I've got enough information to base my opinion. Oh, something else I did notice, which I thought was really freaking cool and was totally unexpected, is that because Cassandra here has an interest in the violin, right over here, she could actually research the violin on the computer, which I thought was kind of cool, because again, this is totally unfunctional to any adult living in the residence. If they were to go and use it before, it wasn't working. But it does look like even the teens, if they're not necessarily enrolled in homeschool, that they can research different things. The only option for her was just the violin, but I thought that was kind of something cool to know. So anyways, what do I think about this mod? Is it a go or a hell freaking no? Honestly, you guys, I love it. I think even though I had a few issues, I would definitely say that this is a knock out of the park. The idea, the concept, the principle, the fact that we are able to have our kids stay at home and work on their studies without feeling pressured to go into public school is something EA definitely needs to jump on the bandwagon with, because if this game is supposed to be all-inclusive and about, representing all of our different lives, there's so many of us out in this world who are actually homeschooled or homeschool our children. So I feel like this is just kind of one of those no-brainer things that should be in the game, and I have serious questions as to why this toilet paper is so freaking high. Honestly, he would have to be on his tiptoes to wipe his little ass. This is what happens when you don't give your kids toys, because they sit here and they play with the books. I noticed that. I'm like, oh my god. I went to have him go do something fun, and immediately he busted out the paint and started making a freaking mess. And I'm like, well, don't you have any toys? Don't you have any TV to watch? And literally, no. The Goth household is nothing but education and books and all that kind of stuff, and I felt really bad there for a moment. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
I think that